Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India's coronavirus tally crossed the 11.5 lakh mark on Tuesday after the nation recorded 37,148 fresh infections in the past 24 hours, the Union Health Ministry update said. The COVID-19 confirmed cases reached 11,55,191. Of these, the active cases presently stands at 4,02,529 according to the Health Ministry update. Since the past several days, the number of fresh infections have rapidly increased in the country. Deaths due to the virus have now mounted to 28,084 after 587 more people reportedly lost their life to the contagion in the last 24 hours. On the brighter side, with improving recovery rate, the total number of COVID-19 patients across the nation rose to 7,24,578. The margin continues to increase towards the recovery as compared to the number of present active cases. The overall flood situation in Assam continued to improve steadily, though the death toll increased further with more deaths reported in the state. Continuing his visit to the flood-ravaged and erosion-affected parts of the state, Chief Minister Sarbanandan Sonowal visited the erosion-hit areas of Tulsichhara in Chirang district and flood-affected areas of Jamdaha in Bongigaon district and assessed the devastation caused by the river Ai. Altogether, 2 casualties were reported from different parts since last evening, taking the overall toll to 87, and Assam State Disaster Management Authority Bulletin informed here. Another 26 people have been killed in landslides so far. Farmers started an agitation in Sangli and Kolhapur district of Western Maharashtra on Tuesday over their various demands, including a hike in milk procurement prices. The agitators, along with members of the Rajesh Shetty-led Swami Bhimani Shetkari Sangatana, a farmers' organization, stopped milk tankers and emptied them on the Pune-Bengaluru highway passing the 2 districts. Shetty said they are demanding an increase in milk procurement prices by ₹5 per litre and the benefit to the directly deposited into the accounts of the milk producers. We are also demanding an export subsidy of the ₹30 for milk producers and cancellation of goods and services tax levied on milk products, he said. Shetty also demanded cancellation of the centre decision to import 10,000 tonnes of milk powder. He said milk business in the state has been affected because of the policies of the central government. Equity benchmark Sensex railed 511 points on Tuesday, tracking gains on index major Reliance Industries, HDFC and ICICI Bank amid of the firm trend in global markets on hopes of the COVID-19 vaccine. After hitting a high of 37,990.55 during the day, the 30-share BSE Sensex settled 511.34 points or 1.37% higher at 37,930.33. Similarly, the NSE Nifty rose 140.05 points or 1.27% to end at 11,162.25. Power Grid was the top gainer in the Sensex pack, rallying over 6%, followed by Maruti, ICICI Bank, HDFC, Kotak Bank, Axis Bank and Reliance Industries. On the other hand, Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, Asian Paints and Sun Pharma were among the laggards. According to traders, domestic market participants tracked the global stock rally as hopes of the COVID-19 vaccine increased their risk of appetite. A coronavirus vaccine developed by the University of Oxford appears safe and induces a strong immune response within the body, scientists announced on Monday after the first phase of promising human trials against the deadly disease. Gold prices rose by ₹192 to ₹50,214 per 10 gram in the national capital on Tuesday, following rally in international prices according to the HDFC Securities. In the previous trade, the previous metal had closed at ₹50,022 per 10 gram. Silver prices also jumped to ₹1,832 to ₹56,441 per kg from ₹54,609 per kg in the previous trade. In the international market, gold was quoting with gains at USD 1,822 per ounce, while silver traded at USD 20.36 per ounce. Gold prices traded higher on another stimulus hope from the US and European Union, HDFC Securities senior analyst Tapan Patel said. That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Center News for more updates.